Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting week full of new things to explore, like how'd that dust get there? Where'd that spider come from? Uh, I didn't know I had that book. These are all the kind of exciting things that we'll encounter this new week. New nail color, trying to change it and shirt matches as I used to do. Okay. We are in a totally new chapter now. Um, the website project that I extended the deadline for till Sunday, yesterday. If it's not done yet, no worries. You can come to office hours today. We can go through it. I'll talk more about like what deadlines mean and that kind of thing later. But I will start looking through them today and reaching out to parents if it's not in, just to make sure that you know what's going on. Okay, so lesson 2.10. So the first lesson of this new chapter, styling text with this new thing, CSS. Last chapter was all about HTML. This one is all about CSS. So the goal for today is just what is CSS and what is it used for in web development. There is a Google question that is due by 5 p.m. There are video notes due by 10 p.m. These are the new universal deadlines. I'll talk more about that in a second. There will be a required Zoom class on Friday. So first we'll talk about changes to the class based on survey feedback. I know some of you couldn't access it, so it's reposted to get that information. This date could change. I think this week we will have it on Friday. In the future, it could be a different day. And then I'll talk about the video notes. So changes based on feedback. Thank you all for putting in comments. For each new topic, I will make an overview post for what to expect from the week. And I'll have these slides attached and a preview of what that week looks like. This is already up there. Obviously, the slides are short now because I'm adjusting for the remote learning. So I'm trying to decide what to cut, what to spend more time on. I can't just use my normal slides. I will post the Google question directly on each daily post, like I did today. This is to make it easier for you to answer. And Friday will be our first mandatory Zoom meeting. So that'll be from 9:45 to 10:30 on Friday. Due date and due time policy. So this should be universal. The department and grade team leaders met last week, and we decided that these are the deadlines we want to go through to give people time, but also to keep a schedule. So Google questions are now due each day by 5 p.m. and Classroom has that. So you should have checked in basically by 5 p.m. Other assignments, like today's video notes, are due later in the day by 10 p.m. We still put a deadline to make it so that you're not like working all night, and also teachers should also be aware of the amount of work that they're giving. So for example, when I think about this, I'm trying to give a maximum of 45 minutes of work, including the time it takes you to watch this video. I may not always get that, but I'm trying not to give you more than that because I know that this is a stressful time. Please turn in work and answer questions, even if it is late. So if you're not done with the project yet, don't just say, I give up, I'm overwhelmed. I know that is really easy to do when there's so much stuff going on. Just come to office hours. We'll work on it together. Today will be light for office hours because it's just video, so you can come in and we can work on it. I'm cutting, and again, like I said, I'm trying to cut out non-essential material from the course, and I might post an optional assignment here or there if students have more time and are interested in it. But I'm trying to keep us so that we can get to games, which we definitely will. Probably the end of the month, we'll finish up web development and have some time to work on games and animations. Okay, so Google questions, the purpose of them, this is not the question, this is overall. The purpose is to check in to make sure that you're aware of the work for the class. That's why I give them. I used to make them only in video so that I knew you were watching the video. I want to make it easier now. It wasn't hard before, I know, but I still hope that you watch the videos because they're sometimes funny, you know. But you know, I want to make it easier. For this week only, since this whole thing was new, if your Google questions grade is better than last week's, then last week's grade will be increased to match this week's. For example, say last week you missed 2 Google questions. Then in Scheduler today, in Pupil Path, I'll be putting in a 3 out of 5. But that might have been because you didn't know what was going on, or you got confused, or tech issues at home, whatever. Now it's solved. It's a second week. Hopefully there's more of a rhythm. If you do 5 out of 5 this week, then I will also increase last week's to be 5 out of 5. So that way, if you did them, you're not penalized. I'm not going to erase the grade, but I want to give leverage. I don't want you to panic. You're doing great. You know, let's work together on this. And parent contact policy. So I am required to contact. So I will try to reach out to you first, like I've did last week. But I'm also rightfully required to reach out to your parents if you're missing significant work. Just like if you were missing significant work or were absent often from school, your teachers would reach out. So if you miss more than 1 Google question a week, I will reach out to your parents. If you miss 1, I'll just try to send you a message first. Maybe you forgot, maybe whatever. If you're missing a major assignment, like the multi-page website project that I'll start grading today, like if it's just not done, if it's like a 1 or 2 out of 15 points, you know, I'm going to contact parents just to make sure, you know, what's going on. Because I want you to pass. That's the idea. Let's move on together. Today's question, simple. It's not a real question. I just want to know, were you able to complete the class survey on Friday? If not, I've changed some settings that should make it easier and should fix some issues people saw. And I've attached it to today. So please complete that. And if you did it, just say yes to answer the question, and you don't have to do it twice. Today's assignment, video notes. These are the video notes. They're posted already. The websites or the videos are also posted. Remember to make a copy, file, make a copy, and you submit that. And then in Code Studio, if you wanted to look at it, we'll be going through this later, but the videos are also posted there. And we're in the new chapter. Cool. I miss you all a lot, as always. You know, I got to leave my apartment for the first time in like a week because I got sick last week. Yeah, that was fun. Got groceries. Neat. So moral of the story is try to leave the apartment once, if your parents will let you. See you at office hours, or see you tomorrow.